Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is Joe. I'm coming from Long Island, New York, and I would like to go over my Season 3 replica that's in the progress of being done, and just give you a quick walk around and show you a few things that I've done recently to the car. So the car is not fully done. It's about 85% of the way done on the outside. I still got to do the rims and the hubcaps, which I can't afford right now. It's going to come later. But right now it's good enough to go to shows with, and I got a lot of people flock to the car everywhere I go, taking pictures and giving me thumbs up and things like that, so it's pretty cool. But I'll go over a few things with you. Me and my son built this car. It's a 91 Trans Am, and anybody that's done one of these cars that's had a 91 or a 92 knows how much of a pain in the ass it is, because you have those stupid side skirts. And the car looked like Swiss cheese after we were done taking them off. I had no idea that was like that. I would think that you'd take those little plastic pieces off the sides of the doors and the fenders, and or you'd have it was like a little rivet piece or something. But I didn't know there'd be a whole welded piece of metal down the whole side of the car. That thing was ridiculous to get off, and we were able to get it fixed, and we had the metal fixed and welded onto it, where the holes were. But man, that thing was a pain in the ass. So. Anywho, go over a couple of things with you. So I have the Season 2-3 Knight nose from Jake's Knight Rider shop. Highly recommend the nose. It's a very, very good piece. It came well wrapped and already prepped. The thing is solid. I've had the thing on the car for about 4 years. Really good piece of fabrication he does. I'm very happy with it. To me, this makes the car. There's a lot of replicas out there. Being a fan of the show, I'm 43 years old. I've been watching the show since I've been 3 years old. So when you see the car and you know what the car looks like in your mind, this is what the car looks like in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I like going with the 4 fog lamps setup. Now, yeah, I do have the turn signal marker lights, parking lights on the ends, but you have to have that to make the car legal. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it would just be the 2 on each side with the the fog lamps. But anyway, how I did that was I actually took out the fog lamps that come with the 91 Trans Am. The switch is already on the dash, so all I did was I got my fog lamps, hooked them up. I like to have them recessed a little bit, not right in the grill, so it looks to me it looks like the way it did from the show, this way. And I also got those fog lamps from Knight Rider shop. I think they were like $50 a pair, and they're the chrome ones, not the black plastic. The chrome ones I think were on the show. So, but I hooked these up to the actual stock electric that goes to the fog lamps that come with the car. So all I did was remove the fog lamps that came with it and put these in its place, and ran a wire on each side to where the fog lamps were hooked up to, and then that just works with the regular switch in the car. My scanner is from KRW. Highly recommend this thing. Totally awesome. I mean, it came from Italy. The thing, I'm in New York. The thing came within like a week during COVID, so I couldn't believe it. And very, very easy to install. There's not a lot to it. The only thing I had to do was I had to make my own wire harness, because the way I did it was I've watched a ton of videos on how to do certain things for the car. I never did the scanner before, so the guy Motor Scotty, pretty cool dude on YouTube, showed a cool way of doing it, and he had the same scanner. So thanks for your help. And so basically I just ran everything to the passenger side compartment underneath the dashboard. I'm not going to pull everything out now to show you, but the modular is tiny, so you don't have to have these bulky, like, gigantic things to place in the car. It's like a regular, looks like almost like the Nintendo Classic Mini. That's about how big it is. And it's got your SD cards with all the voices, the voice files, which you can customize if you wish. It's got the turbine sound. It's got the scanner noise. The fob has the 4 buttons. You can change the direction of the scanner to make it do different things. Very, very cool piece. And I'm happy with it. When you hook up your speakers, I have one speaker under each side of the hood, underneath the car actually. But all you got to do is run your speaker wire from that into the left and right inputs that go to that module, and it works. You don't need an amp or anything like that. It just works fine. So, and I'll turn it on so you can hear it. All right. I have a lot of fun with the thing at the shows. It also has an input jack for MP3 line. So I have the like a $14 Bluetooth receiver from like AutoZone, and I turn that thing on, and I can do whatever I want with the Bluetooth wise with the phone. I can play music out of it. I can freaking make it sound like Samuel L. Jackson and shit. It's pretty cool. So I'll turn it on real quick for you. You'll hear from inside the car how good it is. There you go, there's the turbine. I drive it with that on everywhere I go. It's the coolest part of the whole thing, I think, with the scanner and everything, driving with that, it's awesome. It sounds just like the car. So, you can see overhead consoles in. I got a Season 3 replica overhead console. A buddy of mine, actually, sold this to me. And thanks Tom for that. Now you can see over here I have two buttons that are out. The electronics are all from Jupiter, and the guy I bought this from, he started cutting out the areas for the lights already, except for this one here. The guy did such a good job. I don't even need an overlay for this. It's perfectly cut out. So the dude was right on with the measurements and his cutting and everything. Same thing with the buttons underneath. So, yeah, so let me shut this thing back off real quick. Hold on. All right. So anyway, when I installed these buttons, these electronics are from Jupiter. These buttons are like $200 and something, man. It's a lot of money for buttons, but to do the car, you got to do it right, So anyway, the nubs that you have to solder, they are so small and tiny. It's so tedious to do and time consuming, so I didn't have time to sit there and video the whole process. I just get out and into it and did it. But my problem was I made a boo-boo. With one of these here that were out, I actually overheated the connector piece with the wire, and I melted the plastic that it sits in, and the thing pulled the fuck out. So, oops. So I wasn't going to buy a new set of buttons, so all I did was I made another one out diagonally from it, so it looks like somebody pushed it and, try to make it symmetrical looking. I don't think it looks bad. I mean, it still works. I got the sounds out of it and everything. You can hear the one, it's out, but it works. So anyway, I hooked this thing up to the dome light power. I'm not sure if anybody else has done it that way. I did it that way. By all means, if you have a better way, do so. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I like the dome light in the car, and moving it out of the way to put this thing in and having no light at all sucks. So I figured that if that works with the door, then this should work with the door, right? So I just hooked it up to the power that's there, and it works with the door. So when I shut the door, there, it shuts off. And then when I want it on, I just turn this sucker on, and it comes back. So. And it's all LED, so it does get warm, but, it just doesn't take that much voltage. I have the steering wheel. Oh, let me turn that back on real quick, get you some light. I got the steering wheel in the car. I bought this thing 4 years ago for my birthday. I found it on Let Go for $80. It was still out of mold form. I prepped it and sanded it, painted it, and I hooked up the quick disconnect on the car, on the wheel here, and I have another wheel that I use if I want to, but once you get this wheel, me personally, I prefer driving it with this, because without this, it ain't the car. And I do not have the dash yet, but it'll come in due time. So one last thing to go over with you. I do have a DVD stereo, which I hooked up Atari to. So I'm trying to figure out a way to install this thing so I can utilize it, because with the controllers, it's kind of weird. Like, the thing's got to be facing like right in front of you for it to work. So I got to figure a place to put that thing. But it does work. I think it's pretty cool. My kids have get a kick out of it. And I also have the Knight Rider World shifter. Season, well, it's the 82 through 84 shifter. But, not 82 and 83, I believe. I believe past there they started making the T-handles, which, this knob, if anybody gets it or is looking to get it, get it. Because the thing, all you have to do is take it out of the box, take the old one off, and put this on. You don't have to cut anything or change anything to the shifter. It's perfect match. It doesn't require any other work except for taking the old knob off and putting this one on. And it comes with a cool chest piece logo, like, on the side of the semi. So that's pretty awesome. And that's really it. As you can see, my interior is tan. It's not the PMD stuff, and it's not show accurate, but it's tan and it looks cool. So, yeah, I am good with it. And right now I got asteroids on. But yeah, this is my Season 3 replica, and I'm gonna sign off saying later. And when I get some more stuff done, I'll put up another video. All right. Peace.